as the Evansville Central Lady Bears play host to the Evansville North Lady Huskies. I'm Riley Angel alongside Ian Lewis. A highly touted rivalry game today. Ian, talk to me about some key players for tonight.
Indeed, this is going to be a great matchup, and it will be the battle of the 23s. We got number 23 for North, Amaya Buchanan. She is definitely the best player on this North Huskies team, and quite possibly in the conference, Riley. She averages 18.2 points per game, which leads not only her team once again, but the conference. She's the top rebounder for North, and Central needs to stop her if they want any chance of winning this game. And on the other side for Central, number 23, Mimi White. She is one of the top three-point shooters in the conference at about 40% from beyond the arc. She is also the top scorer on Evansville Central, and they will have to look to stop her if North wants a chance to win this game.
And before we go any further, I would like to thank our partners for making this stream possible. First and foremost, the Evansville Vanderburg School Corporation, of course, Central High School, and special thanks to Athletic Director Kathy Ferris and Head Coach David Alexander for making tonight's live streaming partnership a reality. And the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center, where Ian and I are both students at, and to Jo Beth Booth for her valued assistance, and of course Ivy Tech Community College, whose video production students in the School of Visual Communications are producing, directing, and live streaming tonight's event. So, many thanks to one and to all. Now, Ian, we touched on Amaya Buchanan. She's 6'1", a very big player for high school girls basketball. But Central has some size also. A 6-footer, a freshman, Maddie Shirley. Talk to me about her a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be the senior versus the freshman. You know, Madeline Shirley has some big shoes to fill. She is going to have the task to stop Amaya Buchanan tonight, which we already said will be one of the keys for Central to win this game. She is second on the team in points, can score, but most importantly, she leads the team in blocks and rebounds. She is a physical presence in that paint and will look to shut down Amaya Buchanan.
And that is going to be a big task for the freshman going up against the senior, but let's also talk about the implications in conference play that this one has. This is a rivalry matchup, and usually rivalry matchups are pretty close. This could go either way, and the implications this has on the SIAC as a whole early in the year are huge.
Yeah, not only will we look back at this game and probably have it circled when, you look at it come conference tournament time to crown a conference champion. It's one of the biggest rivalries in Evansville, Central versus North. No matter what sport it is, there's bad blood between these two schools. If North wins tonight, they should move up to 4th in the SIAC. If Central wins tonight, they will possibly move up to that 3 spot in the SIAC, moving Vincennes Lincoln down to 4, and quite possibly moving North to 9 or 10 in the SIAC.
And talking more about conference, both of these teams have some of the best players in the conference. They might not have really good cohesive units, but player-wise, they have some of the top stars that the SIAC holds.
They really do. I mean, and this is shocking. North has the 2 top scorers in the SIAC. Amaya Buchanan and Jalen Shelby are 1 and 2 in their respective point-scoring fields. Amaya Buchanan, again, 18.2 points per game. Jalen Shelby, 17.4, not too far behind Amaya Buchanan. But also, Central has 3 of the top 10 scorers in the SIAC. Mimi White, Madeline Shirley, and Delaney Steers all average around 10 points for the Bears.
And for Central, they were gracious enough to welcome us in for this broadcast. We got up close and personal with players and with Coach Alexander. We will take it, we'll introduce you to some players, and give you some inside information from before the season with Coach Alexander.
I'm Brandon Dockery, I'm a junior, and I'm a shooting guard.
My name's Mimi White, I'm a junior, and I'm a small forward.
My name's Mikaela Wayman. I'm a senior and I'm a forward.
My name's Lindsay Laney. I'm a junior and I'm a guard.
My name's Delaney Steers. I'm a sophomore and I'm a guard.
I'm Lillian Bevels. I'm a junior and I'm a small forward.
I'm Amaya Wheeler. I'm a freshman and I'm a shooting guard.
My name's Sierra Woolsey. I'm a junior and I'm a center.
My name's Maddie Shirley. I'm a freshman and I'm a forward.
My name's Maya Scouten. I'm a sophomore and I'm a shooting guard.
My name's Avery Kelly. I'm a sophomore and I'm a guard.
My name's Katira Small. I'm a junior and I'm a point guard.
My name's Riley Arvin. I'm a freshman and I'm a guard.
I'm Samantha Morton. I'm a freshman and I'm a point guard.
My name's Carson Mora. I'm a freshman and I'm a forward.
I'm Andrea Fagan. I'm a freshman and I'm a shooting guard.
My name's Olivia Isles. I'm a freshman and I'm a forward.
I'm Stella Niemeyer. I'm a freshman and I'm a shooting guard.
I'm Aubrey Durham. I'm a sophomore and I'm a shooting guard.
I'm Kirsten Tungate. I'm a sophomore and I'm a shooting guard.
Coach Alexander, Lady Bears. My family grew up Northsiders of Central High School. I've been here for 4 years now as the head girls coach and ready to get this season going. We've had a good first week of practice, really focusing on defense and our offensive skill set so far, and we're ready to get going in this next week and a half before we play. Some new faces to our varsity program are Aubrey Durham and Mikaylee Wayman. They're looking for increased roles, as well as freshman Maddie Shirley. We expect some big things from her this year. We're going to open up at Terre Haute North, and then we follow with South Spencer. And then we are actually in a tournament over in Corydon Central where we'll play East Central, who's a top 5 team in the state with a Miss Basketball candidate. We're still trying to figure out who our leaders are right now. It's something we discussed in practice the other day. We are a very young team. We do have a lot of returning girls though, and we're trying to see who is going to step up in that leadership role. I've been proud of my girls' effort in week 1. We're looking to build on it in week 2 here and ready to get going with the season. Thank you very much for having me.
As a Central Bear, I've loved basketball. I've been a multi-sport athlete. I've always kind of loved volleyball a little more than I like basketball. But as playing with coach and playing with these teammates, basketball has become one of my favorite sports.
Well, yeah, this is my favorite sport I've ever played in my life. I've played since I was 4. I love it so much, and I'm excited to where it takes me.
I've been playing since I was a freshman, and this is my first year going full on varsity this year, and I'm very excited.
Me and my team are trying to be one of the top teams in the SIAC this year, defensively and offensively, and trying to get better than we were last year.
We need to win sectional, that's our goal. We're very young, but we have so much potential.
We're looking to improve from what we had done last year. We're looking to maybe go to another round of sectionals, if not more, in conference. I think that we are having a very, very good team this year. I think our teamwork together is very good. Our bond with each other is very good as well. I think we'll have a pretty decent team this year.
We've been working on defense a lot and kind of scoring. Last year we struggled with being able to score, so this year we're really trying to get some buckets, yeah.
Good defense, have the consistency, and to keep going, even if it goes hard.
I've been working on everything I can. I've been doing, from doing shooting guard drills, from going and shooting threes, from being a big down low, and doing everything I pretty much can to improve myself.
I don't think so, as long as we have to win games. That's our goal.
I'm really excited for this year and what this year has become, and I cannot wait for our wins to come.
Now, team-wise, Central is a really good defensive team. Can you talk about that a little for us?
Central has only allowed 43.6 points per game. North, on the other hand, 58.3 points per game. They do have the better record, however. North only has 1 loss. That loss was to Castle, who is currently first in the SIAC. So, it's a great. North, that their number's bigger, but it doesn't matter. North can win without their defense, and when you have the top 2 scorers in the SIAC, that'll do it for you when you have such a good offense.
And Central does need to keep that number low tonight. I mean, anything below 55 points a game in high school is really good defensively. Having it as low as 43.6 is unheard of. And for them to win tonight and to be successful, they need to continue that. They need to be on the offensive glass. They need to be on the defensive glass. Have, quick hands. They need to do all the things that North might not necessarily want to do with their big scores, but that'll be the difference in tonight's matchup.
I agree. North's main source of winning games is putting the ball in the basket with their incredible offense. Not only, we've talked enough about Shelby and Buchanan, but they have some terrific passers on the team as well. Vanessa is the #1 leader in assists for the conference. And Libby Blythe is at 5, Evie Sale is at 6, Jalen Shelby's at 9 as well. They have 4 of the top 10 assist leaders in the conference on one team, along with the top 2 scorers. It's a recipe for success, Riley.
And one thing I'm interested to see from the Lady Bears tonight is if they're going to go, pick and roll style with Mimi White
and Maddie
Shirley.
I think we could definitely see it.
If that pick and roll duo is successful, you can do so many things out of that. You can hit Shirley in the post. You can fade White off for a 3-point shot. If that is how they're going to run their offense tonight, I see no reason why they can't run up 60, 65 points.
I agree. And again, North center point is their offense. If you can shut that offense down, I think you have a very good chance at winning this game tonight in a huge rivalry game. They've already played conference play, but to really get that push when we're going into the middle of the season and late season.
Now, we've talked a lot of numbers. Let's talk about intangibles. We are in Central. For a girls' game, we have a very impressive student section. Talk
Indeed.
about how that influences the game itself.
I mean, everyone likes playing in front of fans. And Central, this is a packed house. I mean, we have a teddy bear currently
we do.
What do you call that when over the shoulders?
Fireman's carry, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
I'm not sure.
Makeshift fireman's carry.
I'm not really sure what. Because we're at Central. Bear.
The Bears.
That's, I guess, their mascot. I don't see anyone in a suit, so they brought a stuffed animal. It's great to see.
And all of them look in theme as well. Most of them, anyway.
Most of them. It's all different shades of pink too. It's great.
Hey, pink is pink, Ian. Pink is pink.
Pink is pink, but. Yeah, as both teams came out, this place got loud as well. I mean, that student section definitely will be in effect tonight. And who knows, maybe we can see a little bit of a 6-man action going with that Central Bears student section.
And I can tell you from experience, Ian, playing in front of Central student section is not very fun. They will chirp at you all night long, no matter what you're doing. Whether you score 30 or you go 2 for 15, they are going to keep being in your ear all game.
Yeah, this is definitely a crowd you don't want to shoot an air ball for. They'll let you know it for the rest of the game.
Now, we also, not only do we have Central, we have a couple North students up in the crowd as well to our left. And if they can get into it, we might see a student section, chant off tonight.
I hope so. That's great energy and such a good environment to do it. I mean, this place can get loud and probably will get loud tonight.
So we are 2 minutes to tip off here at the Bear Den in Evansville Central High School. A rivalry matchup, big implications in the SIAC. In a lot of stake tonight, not only for implications in the conference, but player-wise. You, as a player, want to perform in big games like this. Buchanan, White, Shirley, those are the type of players that are going to be super impactful, but sometimes, these big situations can get you a little bit, so I feel like role players are going to be very important in tonight's matchup.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see what everyone can do off the bench. I mean, North has some decent height off the bench. They got some good scorers. I'm very curious to see what both teams can do off the bench. And really, we mentioned all 3 of these star players for both teams, what they can do as well.
And bench depth is going to be huge tonight. We talked about the top players that are on the scouting report. And whenever you have those top players and those players are focal points, you have to get others involved to space the floor for the opposing defense and get your star players the ball. We'll see if early the role players for both teams can get going and open up their big stars.
And we're not going to have to wait much longer to see that. Anthem will be up here in about 30 minutes.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Excuse me. We'd be waiting a long time. There'd be a lot of talking between you and me.
Yes, it would be. 20 seconds to Anthem and just a couple minutes to tip off. We are finally almost at game time. We're going to take a break for Anthem and starting lineups. We'll be back right after this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Central High School. Sean Russell Court. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, remove your caps. And if you would like to sing along, we are about to play our national anthem. Once again, welcome to John Russell Court. Tonight, the girls basketball team would like to dedicate this game to Katie Kelly. Katie has successfully been battling breast cancer for the last several months and served as an inspiration to our team and Central community. To show support, both teams are wearing pink socks. Katie Kelly buttons can be bought from the concession stand if there are any left, and buckets will be going around at halftime if you would like to make a donation. Keep on fighting, Katie. We are all behind you. At this time, we would like to introduce the rosters for both teams. First, for the Lady Huskies of North High School. Number 40, Jill Vidani. Number 35, Maddie Neese. Number 22, Sierra Buchanan. Number 14, Leah Butler. Number 12, Aaliyah Epps. Number 10, Delaney Beach. And number 3, Rylan Taylor. And now for the starting lineup for the Huskies. At one guard, number 1, Vanessa and Cornelia. At guard, number 11, Evie Sale. At forward, number 23, Amaya Buchanan. Forward, number 30, Jalen Shelby. And at guard, number 42, Lily Lyon. Lady Huskies are coached by Mr. Tyler Choate. And now, let me introduce to you your Central Bears. Number 30, Carson Moore. Number 39, McKaylee Wingman. Number 13, Aubrey Durham. Number 12, Maya Skelton. Number 11, Brianna Dockery. And now the starting lineup for your Central Bears. Starting at forward, she's a 6-foot freshman. number 32, Maddie Shirley. At forward, she's a 5'9" junior, number 23, Mimi White. At guard, she's a 5'6" junior, number 15, Lindsay Laney. At guard, she's a 5'8" sophomore, number 5, Delaney Steele. And at guard, she's a 5'4" sophomore, number 3, Avery Kelly. The Bears are coached by Mr. David Alexander.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Evansville Central High School and welcome to the Bear Den. We are ready for basketball. Both teams, both starting lineups on the court. We're ready for tip-off. It'll be Amaya Buchanan and Avery Kelly lining up in the center circle. Buchanan towers over Kelly.
This crowd is ready to go, Riley. They're getting loud, and they were loud during the intros as well.
Tip goes to North, but out of bounds. It'll be Central ball. Good start for the Bears.
I'm telling you, those Central fans are letting them have it, too. I mean, we're in for a treat.
Handling the ball tonight, the point guard Delaney steers the sophomore number 5. In the corner is Shirley. Coming off a cross screen and getting the ball, number 3, Kelly. Looks like Mimi White will be running the baseline against this 2-3 zone that North is running.
Looks like they're running Mimi White and Shirley switching off from the baselines here.
In the paint, number 5 steers. Shirley, foot on the line, long 2. It'll go in and out. Offensive rebound. And they'll get another chance for a possession. And I'll tell you what, this crowd is loud. Long 3-pointer. Back iron off, another offensive board. 2 offensive board and 2 second chance opportunities early. Mimi White setting a back screen and now on the post.
North can't let this keep going. They got to box out. They can't allow these second chance points, especially from Central.
Shirley, jumper is good, 2-0 lead for the Bears. From the free throw line, and for the first time in about a minute of action, North will have a possession.
If you're Coach Alexander, you like that possession. That took a lot of time off the clock and kept the ball out of this North Huskies offense.
Into the paint and drawing the foul is number 11, Evie Sale, the 5'9" sophomore. She will take her chance at the line. Now it did look like that Shirley was matched up not against Buchanan. She was matched up against Sale. It will be interesting to see, as the first free throw is missed from Sale, who does guard Buchanan as we get later on into this game.
We'll have to see. I think maybe Central's waiting to see what Buchanan can do and what she'll show up to do tonight before they match her up with someone.
1 free throw is knocked down of 2. Central still with the lead. North still running the 2-3, almost got a steal.
It's a long pass.
In the corner, Shirley skipping it over, and it's through the hands of Mimi White, and a turnover, an early turnover for the Lady Bears.
Well, if you like the last offensive possession for Central, you don't like that one. That was a sloppy portray of passing right there from the Bears.
Handling the ball for North, number 1, Vanessa Nanquinia. It does look like Shirley is guarding Buchanan. Might have just gotten mixed around on the last possession. They're trying to get it to her, but no dice. Long 3-pointer off back iron. Sale once again. Bounces it off. Retrieves it back in the corner. Up and over. Buchanan can't handle the pass. Now tell you what, Ian, this student section is getting rowdy. Into the paint. Big body, no good. Rebound, Shirley. The Bears are off and running. Giving it to White. Stops and will reset the offense.
Tell you what, Shirley's showing her presence early. That's what you need to see from this Central Bears team.
It looks like Central is running a lot of flashes to the middle against this 2-3 zone. A lot of length from the Huskies. Mimi White for three, knocks it down, and that's what she needs to do all night. It's 5-1 Bears.
Definitely. You almost think, do you switch out of a zone? I know it was her first three of the night, but once she gets hot, she gets hot.
Pick and roll from Buchanan. In the corner, Sale driving in, no dice. They're going to have to reset the offense going with the head tap play. Pick and roll, Buchanan on it. Long three-pointer, off back iron again.
A lot of threes from both teams early.
Jalen Shelby 0 for 2 thus far. Into the paint, up and drawing the foul is Shirley on Sale. And the Central Lady Bears look good tonight.
They certainly do in this first quarter action. We'll see if they can maintain it.
Both teams now have one foul. Central, if they're going to want to beat this zone, that's exactly what they need to do. As Shirley misses the first free throw, they need to get out in transition and get back into their offense quicker than North can get into their defense.
Certainly, I love the flashing between Mimi White and Shirley. That's a perfect way to beat a zone.
Shirley misses both free throws, but the turnover goes for the Huskies, and the Bears once again get another possession.
Yeah, Sale just looked like she couldn't get her hands on that ball before it went out of bounds.
The Huskies look sloppy. Running a high zone now. Being aggressive. The long three-pointer. Back iron, no good. And that is Mimi White trying to get the offensive rebound, but is knocked to the ground by Buchanan.
Great physicality there by Mimi.
Jalen Shelby, instead of opting for the three, goes inside, and Shirley with the stuff. The Bears are running once again.
That's another block for the...
Onto the wing, wide open three. Mimi White off the back iron. Offensive rebound, and they'll get another try.
Oh, turnover.
Nanquina on the break. Layup up and in.
Hectic last minute.
Huskies get their first field goal of the game. Inside to Shirley. Back out. Corner skip. A lot of ball movement as Avery Kelly with the mid-range jumper knocks it down.
Beautiful shot
7-3.
by Kelly right there. Was able to step right into it. I'm sure that felt clean coming off her fingertips.
In full rhythm for sure. Another sloppy pass, Sale with the butterfingers. Shirley handling it, gives it off to Mimi White.
Tell you what, North does not seem to be in full rhythm. Very sloppy play all around from the North Huskies right now.
Shirley in the post, backing up Buchanan. Gets her own offensive rebound on the miss. It'll be a travel on Delaney Steers. Checking in for the Lady Bears will be number 12, Maya Skelton, the 5'6" sophomore. Now in the guard play thus far of the Bears is really impressive.
Yeah, they're moving it around that zone, breaking that zone to get looks into Mimi White and into Shirley, and it's working fantastically.
Corner three, and knocks it in. Libby Blythe.
Hey, that name sounds familiar there, Riley.
That it does. Chase.
Her older brother, Chase Blythe, a classmate of ours.
At the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center.
Shout out.
Yes. We got to get our classmates in there somehow. Mimi White handling the ball, guarded by Vanessa in that 2-3. Central taking their time to break it down, not rushing shots. And that might be what has led them to early success so far. Skip to the corner is to White.
Definitely. Take your time, why don't you? I mean, we don't have a shot clock in high school.
The missed shot from Maddie Shirley. Here we go, the Huskies to Sale in the corner. Her three-pointer bouncing up, no good. But a way to keep it alive And the North Huskies are not happy about that. They did not think it was off on Buchanan. They thought it was off on Delaney Steers, who knocked it out.
And
the referee will change
call.
it. Now, Ian.
Yeah, North fans in front of us not happy about that call.
Now, Ian, referees do tend to do that sometimes, especially high school referees. Maybe get a call wrong, point the wrong way, and then have to correct the call.
And they talked it through. You got to get multiple eyes on it. I don't blame them.
Buchanan inside, and one gets it to go. And the lead is 8-7 with a chance for one more.
Is this where Amaya Buchanan gets hot? If you're Central, you can't allow that to happen.
That's Delaney Steers' first personal foul, second team. Buchanan misses her free throw off back iron, rebound White. They're coming down the floor quick. Avery Kelly up, trying to go over the big girl, but instead Shirley with the rebound, she gets blocked out of bounds.
That's what Central's got to do. You talked about it earlier, Riley. Push it up the floor, get numbers. They had numbers there. I think you just take a little more time to make that layup. You had the time, breathe. Hit the square, it's there for a reason,
Checking in for the Central Bears was number 11, Brianna Dockery. Shirley and White have yet to get breaks. Long three-pointer in the corner, no good. Almost airballed it. And the Huskies are off and running now.
If you're Central, do you give them breaks, or you think you trust them to be out there for the entire duration?
And they will call a travel on Vanessa Nanquina. It'll be Bears ball, and if you're Coach Alexander, you have to be happy with this start. North, perennially a very good basketball school, very good basketball team, very big school. Central is the little brother in this rivalry, and to come out the way you did and punch them in the face, you have to be happy with that.
Certainly, but you're letting it slip right now. I mean, North is in the lead right now. You got to be happy with where you're going, but don't stop. You got to get to the finish line. Good take there.
It looks like North was in a half-court 1-2-2 with Buchanan at the point. They will get the ball back.
And that's not a bad idea for North. Central's really been beating them up the floor. Get in a zone, match up with them at half court or even full court. It kind of stops from doing that if you play it right.
And that, if North is going to be successful, which they have the tools to be so, as that one slips out of the hands of Jalen Shelby, another unforced turnover.
Indeed, they're all unforced. I mean, they're really, other than maybe two, North's just making sloppy mistakes.
And as the student section chants Butterfingers, into Shirley, corner, Mimi White, wide open corner, three, airballs it.
Didn't know her own strength there, Yep, sometimes your big muscles get in the way,
And maybe.
I know we speak from
that's just weight room. That's just weight room. Buchanan skipping into the corner to Sale. Jab steps into the paint, tries to get it to go, will draw the foul.
Is that going to be on the floor? No,
they will take 2 shots. The foul will be on White, 11, Brianna Dockery. Third team foul, her first. And Sale, who hit 1 of 2 on the first possession of the game for North, will have another chance, knocks down the first. Checking in for the Central Lady Bears is number 15, Lindsay Lane.
Lane was a starter and is checking back in. One of those guards who was getting good ball movement up top to start this game.
Coach Alexander giving Mimi White his best three-pointer, his best three-point shooter, a break. 10 seconds left in the quarter, down 10. Down 3, I should say, for the Bears. Cutting inside is Lindsay Lane, getting it to go.
Just
almost
at
the
that's
buzzer.
What you could ask for. That's certainly what Coach Alexander wanted out of her, I'm sure.
And a good draw, well, not necessarily a drawn-up play, but a good cut, good basketball IQ to just go right where the defense wasn't.
Yeah, and we saw that from her early on. I don't know why they quite took her out, but she was the guard making plays up there, getting it into the interior, and obviously, as we saw there, going in and scoring it for herself.
10-9 the score here in the Bear Den at Evansville Central. If you're Coach Choate, what do you tell your team? You come in here, you're expecting to win big, and you're only up 1 at the end of the first quarter.
I don't think you worry. I don't think you worry quite yet. I think you see where this goes. You give them your normal, hey, let's stop turning the ball over. Let's work Buchanan in maybe more. You don't panic yet, because if you panic, players panic. Now, if the second quarter doesn't look great, you maybe give them a stern talking to at halftime. That's certainly something that I could see Coach Choate do. And an interesting tidbit about Choate, he is also North's athletic director. A lot on his plate.
Yes, a lot on his plate. Not only drawing up plays for a perennial powerhouse in the SIAC, but also working behind the scenes to make sure everything is running smoothly for North High School athletics. The Huskies will get the ball. Handling the ball now for the first time, Elia Epps, number 12, a 5'6" junior. Three-pointer. Off front iron, no good.
Look good.
And once again, pushing it up the floor is Central. Shirley into the paint. Up and over. Buchanan can't get it to go.
Shirley's had a lot of those looks tonight. She's got to look to finish those if she really wants Central to take this game over.
Pick and roll into Buchanan. At the free throw line extended. Take Shirley on. Mid-range from Shelby. Gets it to fly. 12-9 now the score. Competitive game thus far. Just about 50 seconds into the second quarter. It looks like North has switched to man-to-man. Pick and roll action, no good, and they will call a foul.
North fans in front of us, once again, not liking that call.
Second foul on Sale. Second team foul overall for the Huskies.
If you're Coach Choate, you might have to start worrying about taking Sale out to stop her from getting that third foul.
And I'll tell you what, Ian, the referees have been very liberal with that travel call off the jab step tonight.
Certainly, and, I'm glad to see it. I think in college we're weaning off calling travels like that. NBA certainly.
Tip, good hands. Epps handling the ball up top. Hands it off to Sale. Buchanan in the post gets it. Up and over. Shirley, the freshman, gets it to go. A little bit of big brother ball. Long three-pointer. Off front iron, no good. Maybe a tip there. And now checking back in will be Mimi White. She's checking in for Shirley. It looks like a timeout. Choate needs to talk to his players. And Ian, a cool little thing happening tonight with a little button giveaway. The reason it's pink out. Can you talk to me a little more about that?
Definitely. I believe the buttons were $1, and they go to Avery Kelly, the guard for North's number 3 for Central, mother. She is battling breast cancer currently, and those buttons that just pin to your shirt, they go to help her pay her medical expenses. It's great to see so many Central Student Section fans wearing pink and wearing her shirts, which I'm sure also went to pay her medical expenses.
And this is just a game we have to remember. Cancer is a disease that takes a lot of lives every year. We need to make sure we continue, giving to that cause. Back to game action. There will be a foul. Lindsay Lane didn't like the call. That'll be her second, I believe.
This is a cool little barrel roll by Epps.
Speaking of Avery Kelly, she will be subbing in for Lindsay Lane, who just picked up her second foul. Fourth team foul. Central is yet to score a bucket. And Buchanan with another 2-point layup.
Central's got to get something going here. You can't let this game get out of hand.
Mimi White back in, one of the top scorers, the top scorer on the team. She's been playing a lot in the mid-range post area, screening for a guard and rolling. Foul called on the inside.
Fierce Central, I think you have to work to get not just good shots, but great shots here. They seem to be settling for some threes that I'm sure Coach Alexander isn't thrilled with because, once again, there's not a shot clock in high school basketball here in the state of Indiana. Take your time, and there's no reason you shouldn't have a great shot every play.
Exactly. If you want to hold the ball for 8 minutes to try and get a shot, hold the ball for 8 minutes. A turnover on the inbounds play from Central, and North getting the ball. Vanessa back in the game. She is handling it. Refuses a screen. Inside, tries for a bounce pass. It'll be a kick ball going North's way, and checking back in, the freshman Maddie Shirley.
I'm not sure why you don't go up with that. It seemed they switched over to guard Buchanan. She had a wide open look there to just lay it in.
3 spread across the baseline for the inbounds play. They give it up to Buchanan. Her three-point shot, no good. It's a brick. And a jump ball called. It'll go Central's way.
Quick jump ball there.
And I've noticed that a lot working these high school games this year. Referees are very quick to call the jump ball.
Well, you know, I mean, we've both played before. We know how jump balls go. I mean, you could easily start a fight from a
Yes.
jump ball. I get their reasoning.
Mid-range jumper, in and out. And it seems that the fire that Central had at the beginning of the game isn't really there anymore. They're kind of giving up on those offensive rebounds. Three-pointer, no good. It will go out of bounds to Central's way. And Ian, one player we talked about, Mimi White, she's 1 for 3 on three-pointers. If you want to be successful, I believe that you need to get her going in some way or another.
Well,
she's your leading scorer.
It certainly looked like they had her going for a while. She had a wide open shot on the corner. Another travel. Wow. But she had a wide open look on the corner, missed it. She had another decent look, made it. You know, I think they're going in the right direction. And same for North. I think you have to look to get both of your top scorers going in the game. North has slowly started to get Buchanan into this game, but it wasn't as quickly as I would have thought.
Inside, no good. Offensive rebound is good. That's Jalen Shelby.
Put back herself.
She's been a force so far tonight in the paint. And another travel call. And just a sloppy game of basketball being played with the feet so far from both sides. As Coach Alexander wants to talk about it, he'll call a full.
Yeah, you definitely got it. But both coaches have got to talk to their teams about something. Maybe I don't want to say play less loose, but you got to stop switching pivot foots and traveling. They're unforced turnovers that just can't happen for both teams.
And it's cost Central, possessions. They're not scoring.
No,
you need as many possessions as you can.
I mean, it cost them, I think, the last 2 out of 3 possessions. You can't have that, especially when you're down by 9, almost double digits, leading closer to halftime.
And you need to, if you're Central, you need to start scoring, get the crowd back into it. They were a big factor in that first quarter and why they got out to a commanding 7-3 lead early.
Definitely. And here's something. You can't score. This is something my coach always told me. You can't score all 9 points in one play. It's a slow effort. You have 4 minutes. If I'm Coach Alexander, I maybe look at the scoreboard and say, hey, let's cut it to 2 before halftime. Let's cut it to 2. Make it manageable. You're not going to get all your points in one shot, one possession. Take your time. And again, look to get good shots.
And credit to North coming out, getting down early, and then making the adjustment to switch from that long 2-3 zone that they were playing back to man here in the second quarter and getting out to a commanding lead.
That I think was definitely a key factor. We haven't seen Central do much offensively since then.
Buchanan in the paint against Shirley. The senior on the freshman once again gets a layup up and in. And now it's an 11-point game.
Poor defense by Central there. You got to talk and get your rotations right.
Mimi White trying to get open at the free throw line area. Coach Alexander looking for something. Not happy with the effort.
Not happy at all.
Screen from White. Corner. Three-pointer. No good off the back iron.
Pass got tipped there a little bit. And also
Buchanan up top. Gets her own offensive rebound and puts it up and in. I believe that is 3 straight scores from her in the paint.
Certainly, and she's on right now. You got to look to stop that if you're Central. You cannot have her keep scoring at the rate she's going at right
Shirley
now.
with the curl, the put up, no good, and she is struggling inside the paint.
Another thing North has done a great job tonight is following their shots offensively. They've had 2 second chance points from their own player getting their rebound.
Good effort there from Shirley, getting on the floor. 3-point shot, banked, no good, and it'll go to the Central Bears.
That's
Maya Skelton shooting that shot. I don't believe she meant to bank it. It almost worked out in her favor, though.
Just saw Coach Alexander motion that they did not want that shot. That was not what they were looking for. They got lucky with the ball still in their possession.
Maddie Shirley lined up against Buchanan. Couple post moves, post fade, gets it to go.
Is Dirk in the house?
Able to cut the lead now to 11.
Yeah, that was picture perfect. That's what we pictured when we said the battle of Shirley and Buchanan tonight. Just go down in the post. Like
wide open look for Blythe, in and out. Rebound, Shelby gets it to go. And Jalen Shelby on the offensive boards tonight has been unstoppable. It'll be Avery Kelly taking it up.
North's getting a lot of second chance points. Got to work on your boxing out if you're Central.
1:42 left in the half. Shirley inside, lays it up and in. A nice pick and roll there to get a wide open bucket.
Central has seemed to switch out of a couple different defenses these last 2 possessions. Maybe experimenting a bit.
Inside is Epps, can't draw the foul, rebound Mimi White. She gives it up to Steers. Little shake and bake action, spin move inside, can't keep it. It'll be Shirley, another post fade. No good, Mimi White, the rebound. Again, no good, another offensive board. Shirley still on the inside. A battle for the ball, they'll call the jump, but it's gonna be Huskies possession. Good battle on the inside from both squads. Just under a minute left in the half. 11-point lead for the Lady Huskies. Libby Blythe. Little shake and bake action in the corner with the 3. 27-13 lead now.
Gets it from her brother, I'm sure.
Shirley inside. Jab step. Gets the layup. She's seeming to come alive this second half of the second quarter.
Got to make sure you take that into halftime and out into the third and fourth quarters.
Libby Blythe again got a touch, gave it up to the paint. Amaya Buchanan is out of the game. Shelby, corner 3. Air ball. Central on the attack. Here comes Steers. Gets it to go. 10-point game.
Great take by Steers
2,
there.
1. Half-court shot won't count. And Central able to cut it from unmanageable to manageable going into the half.
Definitely. You can't be super happy about it, but they cut it to 10. You're going to have to do a lot in the second half, but you can't be too upset.
And one thing to talk about, with about 3 minutes left in the quarter, they hadn't scored a point yet. They'd only scored 9 in the game. Now at 17, you're looking at that number if you're Coach Alexander and being like, if we just would have gotten the offense going a little bit.
You're certainly looking at, okay, what worked those last 3 minutes? Because their offense was hot. But I will say, with their offense being hot, their defense kind of lacked a little bit. You got to meet in the middle somewhere.
And with that, we will take a short break from you all tonight. 27-17 at halftime. Just about 10 minutes to go until we have some more Central North basketball action.
All right, let's take the floor and get this game going. Athletes for the Bears are Kelsey Nardine, Miguel Gomez, Christian Rock, Adam Rock, Jaden Miller, Shay Lowe, Zoe Cornett, Le'Veon Rose, Jacob Zays. Partners are Thomas Fox, Bryce Frank, Jaime Bustos, and Zoe Robinson. The North roster, Shawnee Hargrove, Verona Brown, Dusty Friedel, Luke Harris, Cora Cargus, Alexis Niemeyer, Levi Riggs, Rex Sawyer, Christian Schaefer, and Grant Wallace.
It's on a flash drive.
Which one did you guys see it again?
Huh?
Which one did you guys see? Do you go to Castle High School?
No.
Well, your thing says Worth County School Corporation.
Mm-hmm. I go Boomville.
Oh, Boomville. I went to Castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why when I saw that, I thought you went there.
Ah, okay.
Graduated 2019.
All right.
Been to Boomville before.
I live in Newburgh, though, so I make the trip. Yeah.
Same here. Yeah, my high school, it was good during my early years.
I'll probably listen back to it.
I might not listen to the full game, but
I'll listen. I hope
did you say a read?
Huh?
Did you say a read? I think it's too bad. There's been a couple times where we just stay okay, that's because we're working with TV. And we're only working with stuff that we found. This was amazing. You bet we can talk about if it's something you want to do on the half. Okay. How they show them. And this. So. right? Because we do it at Boonville.
Yes, we do too. Who's Boonville?
It used to be Jasper, but then they moved to the SIC. I would say now our biggest is Gibson City, but we hate Jasper when we play.
Whatever's going on, I can't even open it, like, outside of OBS.
Does Mount Vernon have one? North Posey, right? North Posey,
Welcome back. We are set for second half action here at the Bear Den in Evansville Central High School. The score so far, 27-17, North Huskies in control by 10 points. The story of the first half was a tale of two quarters, really. Well, a tale of a half a quarter and then the rest of the game. Central came out to a big lead. Shelby with a steal on the break. No good, gives it to Vanessa. And as I was saying, that tale started with a 7-3 Evansville Central run, and then after that, a quick loss of the lead as sails that one over the bucket and airballs a three.
These Central fans are still loud and present, I'll tell you that much. Airballs rain down on Sale there.
The starting lineup back out for both squads to start this half. Sale does have 2 fouls on her. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Mimi going into the bucket, tries to get a foul drawn, and she does. North fans think it was all ball.
I wouldn't say that. I think you could argue maybe it's on the floor, but certainly some contact there on Mimi.
Mimi overall has 3 points. She is 1 for 3 on those 3-point attempts. She now has a chance to get 2 more. First free throw knocks it down.
You know, maybe that free throw, you feel the ball come off your hand a little bit, get back in the swing of things.
A tough hill to climb for Central to get back into this one. Those 2 free throw makes will help, though. 27-19.
Certainly a confidence boost there. Good to get that momentum going to start this second half.
Vanessa Nanquina passes it to Libby Blythe on the wing, back up top. On the key is Buchanan. Doing a couple of post moves, gets Mimi to jump. And a steal. Bears like the other way. Doesn't have numbers, but Lindsay Lane goes up anyway and gets it to go.
Maybe a little extra.
It's a 6-point game, Ian.
Quite possibly a couple little extra steps there, but.
That was Maya Skelton, not Lindsay Lane, my bad. Maybe Blythe not able to handle it. Vanessa left wide open. Doesn't have the confidence to shoot. Another steal. This time it's Mimi White. And again the Bears on the break. They're going down. The attempt, no good. Offensive rebound, maybe. No, it's off the Bears to the Huskies.
If you're North, this is how the game started. Maybe try to make it, how last half ended. But if you're the Bears, you've learned from your mistakes in the first quarter, first half. Make sure you stay hot this quarter.
And a double dribble against Vanessa Nanquina. And it looks like the game plan into the second half is to give Vanessa as much space as possible and maybe shake her confidence a little.
I mean, yeah, it certainly seems that way.
Giving her all the space in the world to try and knock down a shot. She has yet to do so. Hot potato on the perimeter. Skips it into the corner. Mimi White. Back up top. Long 3-pointer. Skelton, no good. Yeah. And a jump ball. It'll go to the North Lady Huskies.
If you're Central, that's a shot you don't need or want, and that's what got them down early or down late last half, was taking these 3-pointers that just didn't need to be had. And look to get a good shot.
And if I'm not mistaken, Maya Skelton in the low 20s on her 3-point percentage, so not necessarily a high percentage look for her. While if it's Mimi White shooting that shot, you have to be kind of okay with it.
Certainly, especially when you're trying to get Mimi back into the swing of things, get her shot going.
Offensive foul against the Huskies. That'll be on Sale, her 3rd. Remember that number, and remember that name, Evie Sale, 3 fouls, 2nd team foul of the half.
Yeah, if you're Sale, you definitely have to be cautious.
Mimi White in the corner. Passing it back up top, eventually gets to Avery Kelly. Again, Skelton for 3. Not able to knock it down. That's her 3rd 3-point miss of the game. She is 0 for 3. That's Libby Blythe with the ball. She does have 2 3-point makes. Loose ball, diving on the floor. Central has it. They will give it up, and the battle continues. Who will it go towards? The Huskies retrieve it.
That's the aggressiveness you want to see from both teams, though.
Vanessa pull up mid-range. Back iron, no good. Rebound. Central again, another loose ball. And timeout, Coach Alexander. What a fight.
What a battle. Those last 2 possessions for both teams.
Central not going away. They can smell a tie game. Just a 2-possession game. 6 points.
Before this game, the middle schoolers, the future Central Bears, some local area middle schoolers were recognized. And that's just great to see them getting out to the game and kind of seeing their role models as these high schoolers.
And having the community involved in a program is key to a program being successful. And seeing something like that at the beginning of the game really helps build that community.
Certainly, and you saw at halftime, we saw the unified basketball teams of both Central and North play a little scrimmage. And that's the stuff that gets the community involved, gets people in seats, and just everyone's able to have a fun time at the basketball game.
And now back into basketball action. Central ball. 6-point game. And it's becoming a barn burner, Ian. I don't want to speak too soon.
This will be where it turns, if it does.
Momentum slightly on the Bears' side of the dial. Maddie Shirley up top. In the corner, Kelly misses it. Back into Shirley. Gets it to go. 4-point game. 27-23.
Riley, what do you think that was that halftime locker room speech? What done it?
I have to imagine that it got his team riled up quite a bit.
David Alexander, he knows how to give a good halftime speech, I'm sure.
Buchanan
at least it looks like it on the floor.
Tries to answer, no good. Rebound, Shelby. And they're going to call a foul on the floor against Avery Kelly. I don't know about that one, Ian.
I mean, I could see a jump ball there with how quick they've been calling it, but it looked like a normal. Both players were going for the ball.
That's Kelly's second, team first of the half. Getting it to Buchanan on the perimeter. She fakes the 3, thought about it. Drives in on Mimi White. This is a mismatch. Gets the double team action and can't get a turnaround jumper to go. Maddie Shirley on the break. No foul called. And just like that, the possession arrow turns over. It's Vanessa. All the space in the world to work with, and that has to shake your confidence. Libby Blythe, no good. Back to Vanessa in the corner.
Just barely.
No one is guarding her.
She has 2 makes, and that looked to be a third, but just barely went out.
Sail inside. Buchanan again against Mimi White. Vanessa travels. And the student section is happy.
Very. I would almost argue you could, they're getting a chant going. That's loud in here. I'd almost argue, maybe the student section take part of that, a bit of that 6-man action we were talking about in the pregame show.
Checking in for the North Huskies is Aliyah Epps, number 12. Little pump fake inside. Layup is good. It's a 2-point game.
She put a little jelly on that too, Riley. That was smooth.
The Bears have stormed back. They're out of hibernation. Inside is Shelby, and one gets it to go. And that's a momentum killer if I've ever seen one.
Certainly is. You can't let it affect you, though, if you're Central.
Central was on a great run. Back to a 4-point game with a chance of it being 5.
Still got a whole nother quarter to play, too, Riley. I mean,
knocks down the free throw. 5-point game. Student section is feeling it. The bench is feeling it. Are the Bears on the court feeling it? Inside to Mimi White. Pass intercepted by Shelby.
Bad pass there by Dockery.
Epps for three. No good. Rebound Buchanan, maybe. They're going to call an offensive foul on Buchanan. Bears ball.
Seemed like a bit of a late whistle there to be a loose ball foul.
Subbing into the game for the first time tonight, sophomore number 13, Aubrey Durham. Getting big-time minutes in a big-time game.
Definitely. See if she rises to the occasion. Is playing down on the block currently.
They try to get it to Shirley. And it'll stay here with the Bears. Libby Blythe almost able to create a turnover.
That's the effort you want to see.
They've been running this box setup Central has in the out of bounds a lot tonight. Trying to screen open for Shirley. Not the angle to get it. Inside. No good. Will it stay here? It will. That was Delaney Steers on the layup attempt. Now I'll tell you what, Ian. This Lady Bears team has some fight in them. They try to get it to Shirley. They do. Double teamed. It doesn't matter. Gets it to go. 3-point game.
Didn't even have to use the backboard there. That was beautiful.
She's just a freshman, Ian.
She is. Crowd letting North know that as
Shelby
well.
banging in the paint. Charge! Bears ball! Oh my goodness! The Bears are alive!
Delaney Steers has come out and played great this second half. She's pushing the pace offensively. She just got a charge call. I mean, she was one who took a couple, questionable shots, I'll say, in the first half. She definitely seems to be turning it on and in the right mindset now.
A minute to go in this third quarter of action. They will call a travel, and
that didn't look good.
That did not look good at all. Steers, who has been
up and on her feet, though.
Steers, who has been very good in the second half so far, just went down. Looked like held her ankle for a second. She's going to fight through it.
Still hobbling a bit.
And that's one of those things that you can't control, really. You just lose your balance. Libby Blythe, open for three, doesn't take it. To the double team Buchanan, back up top to Shelby. In the corner, Epps, back to Sale. And a travel call. It doesn't matter that the travel was on the other end. The travels just keep on a-coming.
North, I can tell you what they're going to be working on in practice tomorrow. Jump stops.
I can only imagine what Schote has in his back pocket for them.
Win or loss, I'm sure it won't be a great practice tomorrow, but.
Steers for three. Tie game! Bang, bang, it's 30-30. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And I'd argue that was a bit of a heat check for her, and it certainly paid off.
Looks like the ankle injury didn't matter. And this crowd is rocking. Shelby off back iron. Here come the Bears again.
Got to work for last shot here, Riley.
Inside to Shirley. 5 seconds. Picks up her dribble. 2, 1. Gets blocked and a foul. She'll get 3 free throws for the lead.
Wow. A cardinal sin of basketball, definitely. Do not stay clear.
Ian,
stay clear of the shooter when the clock's about to hit 0.
Ian, we were coming into this half expecting North to kind of run away with it. And now 3 free throws
to go
for
up.
Aubrey Durham, who literally checked in just a couple minutes ago for the first time in the game. Misses the first one, he still got 2.
Referees having a discussion about something.
I believe they're discussing the players coming back on the court to give their players a high five. Usually that's a technical.
Seems to be okay as both. As
misses
the
second one
on the court. They added 0.1 to the clock.
I don't know if that'll necessarily come into play.
I wouldn't think
Third
so,
free throw. Gets it to go. It's a tie game. It's a 1 point lead for the Bears. And
can't be upset about that if you're Central. I mean, taking the lead, I know you wanted to go up by 3, but big confidence booster going into the fourth and final quarter.
Now, if you're Coach Schote, you come out at halftime, you have a 10-point lead. Now you're down 1 in just 8 minutes of play. What are you telling your squad right now?
I'll be curious to see. I think stick with it. I think you got to get Buchanan in. Buchanan, she had touches in that third quarter, but she seemed very hesitant to want to shoot the ball. Tell her, you're the best player in the SIAC for a reason. Go make plays. Go be who you can be. And if I'm him, I'll be curious to see if they maybe switch defenses again. We've seen them switch in and out of stuff, maybe even for 2 or 3 possessions, just to kind of keep Central on their toes.
And Maddie Shirley, the freshman, a big-time player, she's making big-time plays like a big-time player should do.
Maddie Shirley, Delaney Steers, both were pivotal that quarter for Central.
And they're kind of picking up the slack where Mimi White would usually be out here scoring these points.
They certainly are. It's not to say Mimi's doing bad. She's still being very physical on the defensive end, and when it happens on the offensive end to crash on some offensive rebounds, just can't seem to put the ball in the bucket tonight.
With the lead and the opening possession of the fourth quarter is the Bears. Delaney Steers in the corner. Bang, bang! That's sophomore Maya Skelton finally getting one to go.
I tell you what, Riley, they look confident. Steers look very confident driving in, confident on the kick out, and confident on the shot by Maya Skelton.
Buchanan with the ball, driving in on Steers. Into Sale, mid-range jumper off the backboard. Didn't even get a rim touch. 4-point lead Bears. Oh, how this game has turned around. Tries to get it in to Mimi White, a kickball violation. It'll be Central Bears ball.
Stay in that box set here, Riley.
I wonder if they try to screen. They don't screen for her. They did just get her open. Again, no good from Skelton. She's 1 for 5 on the evening.
Trying to stick with the hot hand, though.
And they call a foul on Maddie Shirley, just trying to fight for the ball from her butt.
I can't say I've ever really seen that, but I like the effort there from Shirley. I really do.
The good thing is that's only her second. You still have 7 minutes to play. If you need her to foul for free throws or some situation, you can.
She can still do it, yes.
Sale jab stepping in. Giving it up to Buchanan. Avery Kelly lining up to come in. She's on the sideline. Post moves from Buchanan. Doesn't decide to shoot it. It'll be Vanessa. And she is not being very confident with the ball. That's Shelby. Gets it to go. 2-point game, 34-32.
Great move there by Shelby. Get the momentum going and stop abruptly. It's hard to defend that.
A big possession for the Huskies here. They need a stop. To Mimi White. Looking inside, decides to dribble it. Now it's Maddie Shirley on the right wing. Steele gets called for a travel. Steers, I should say. Checking in is Avery Kelly for Aubrey Durham, who had that free throw to give the Bears the lead.
It's like the referee calling in the athletic director to stop a fan, it seems like, in the Central student section. Maybe getting a little too rowdy out there.
It looks like they're just wanting them to, maybe even kicking them out.
Certainly looks like it. Sir, there were some choice words said to that referee.
Shelby on the inside to Buchanan. Blocked by Shirley. No, never mind. It's a foul call.
That's close.
And that's tough. That's a tough break. That's now her third.
North coaches seem to be talking to Vanessa. I got to think they're telling her, hey, be confident. We know you can shoot. You're getting open looks. Take them.
Buchanan misses the first one. And I'll tell you what, Ian, these close games, free throws are what usually tell the difference, and both teams haven't been shooting the free throw ball very well.
No, not well at all tonight.
Buchanan, the second one, makes it. It's a 1-point game, 34-33. What a turn of events this second half has had in store for us. Steers trying to get it to Shirley instead. They get it back to her eventually. That Steers White pick and roll. Avery Kelly driving in. No good offensive rebound. Shirley up and not in, but gets 2 free throws at the line.
Great take there. That's textbook by Shirley. Grab the rebound, collect yourself, and go up strong. It'll almost always be a foul call.
And Ian, something to point out, that's Buchanan's third.
You got Buchanan with 3. You got Sale with 3. Those are 2 players who have played very well tonight, who you now got to start watching. Maybe take them out for a minute or 2 just to try to save their energy, save their fouls till later in this game.
Shirley makes 1 of 2. 2-point lead for Central. It'll be Shelby handling the ball. She gets downhill, jump stop, puts it up and in, tie ball game.
That is her shot. She has drove in there, planted, and just flick of the wrist in the basket a lot tonight.
Almost a turnover. Shirley on the right wing. Shirley driving in. Mid-range jumper, no good. Will it be here? It will. Avery Kelly showing some effort.
Buchanan and North seem to disagree with that call.
What a game. What a battle. Shirley in the paint. Turnaround jumper, no good. It'll be an over-the-back foul. And the bonus for the best shooter on the court.
Bonus this early in the fourth quarter is alarming if you're North, Riley.
And now that's Shelby's third foul. 3 of your key pieces with 3 fouls. One of which has been electric. Makes the first one, she'll get another.
Beautiful job to make the first free throw on the 1-on-1.
Now with the lead, trying to stretch it to 2. 4:49 left in the quarter, and she does exactly that.
Ice in her veins.
She has 7 points on the night.
Looks like North's trying to get a design play set up here.
Shelby driving in, no regard. Turnaround jumper, tie ball game. She has ice in her veins too, Ian.
Central's got to stop her from getting in the paint. That is 3 points this quarter alone by just her driving in and going up strong.
Maddie Shirley screening for Kelly. She gets downhill, goes up, no good, and it's Shelby with the ball. She has numbers. Down the court, into the paint. Jump stop and a foul on Mimi White. She'll have 2 free throws.
If I'm Coach Alexander, I almost wonder we got to get someone else on 30. She is scoring hot this fourth quarter.
Coach Tyler Schote will take a break and talk to his team. A very tightly contested contest, Ian. We expected nothing less from 2 teams like this and the implications that it has, not just because of the bad blood, but the conference that they are in.
We knew this game would come down to the fourth quarter.
What a game it has been. Not only the game itself, but the message behind this game as well. You have Pink Out, Team Katy. You have the unified basketball team getting some love tonight. Just a great community experience for the North Side.
Certainly, and like I said, that I think you can attribute those two things to why the student section's so big tonight. It's great to see the Evansville community coming out and supporting some local teams in everything they're doing.
And again, we would also like to thank our partners tonight, the Evansville Vanderburg School Corporation, Central High School, and special thanks to Athletic Director Kathy Ferris and Head Coach David Alexander for making tonight's live streaming partnership a reality, to the Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center, and to Jo Beth Boots for her valued assistance, and of course to the Ivy Tech Community College, whose video production students in the School of Visual Communications are producing, directing, and live streaming tonight's event. So, many thanks to one and to all. We're back to basketball. Jalen Shelby at the line to take the lead. What a ball game. What an atmosphere.
Ball game indeed.
And a miss.
And Riley, these are the type of games you want to play as a high school athlete. A great theme night, the community out here involved, the student section as big as it is.
Misses both. It's still a tie game, Ian. Vanessa tries to force a turnover. It steers on the breakaway. Gives it to Mimi White. They're going to try to set something up. In the corner is Shirley. They're screening for Mimi White, trying to get her open. She was there for a minute. She is now. The three, back iron. Offensive rebound, Maddie Shirley, up and in. It's a lead once more, 39-37, Central on top.
They have to keep Central student section back.
Shelby once again with the ball.
Rowdy.
She's covered by basically the entire team. And airmails it. It's Buchanan. It's Central basketball.
If you're north here, slow down. You're only down by 2. Take a breath. Get them this next possession. Central has definitely seemed to get them faster paced this last minute and a half.
What a comeback this would be. Mimi White screening to Steers in the corner, taking Vanessa on 1v1. Reverse lay, up and in, 4-point lead. Steers has been electric this second half.
Steers, I would argue, is the reason Central's back in this game. She has
Mimi White on the breakaway with the steal. Sail on her, layup, foul. That's Sail's fourth.
What do you do here? What do you do here if you're Coach Schote? Do you take Sail out? It appears he is not going to. He's going to let her play with 2 minutes and some change left in this ball game.
Mimi White just hit 2 big free throws earlier. Hits the first one, having the chance to extend it to a 6-point lead with just under 3 minutes to play. Up and off back iron. Maybe an offensive rebound. Oh no, her foot was on the line. It'll go to the Huskies. A lucky break for Schote and his team.
Very lucky. That was some great determination there by Steers.
Shelby in. Oh my goodness, a foul called on Maddie Shirley. Shelby will be at the line. She just missed 2. That is Shirley's 4th. Team 6th. Makes the first one.
So now you have 2 stars on both teams respectively going at it. They just switched Shirley to box out Buchanan here.
Now, if I'm Schote, with Buchanan only having 3, I might risk it to play Shirley aggressive and get her out of the game the way she's been.
You got it.
Almost
or,
a steal.
Right, take 30. Take Jalen Shelby and have her go at her. She has been the best in the paint tonight.
Shirley, rebound, and one, and one, and one. 44-39 the lead for the Lady Bears.
That was beautiful. Textbook post move, textbook rebound. Shirley has played phenomenal tonight.
Shirley with the free throw. She has ice in her veins too. 6-point lead. 2:20. The student section ringing out. She's a freshman. Vanessa in the paint. Gets in behind the defense. Tyler Schote will also take another break to talk to his team. It'll be a 30. And they are talking to Buchanan heavily.
As they should. I think she's kind of been stagnant this fourth quarter. You got to get her into the game. Get her. I mean, she's obviously been in this whole fourth quarter. But run the offense through her. She's your top scorer. She can make big plays in these moments. These moments were built for her, built for Buchanan.
And the way she played in that second quarter is what you need right now. You're only down 4. You get her 2 easy buckets, and you have 2 good defensive possessions, and you're right back into this ball game. There's still 2 minutes left.
And defensively with her, I think you got to get on her because she has allowed Madeline Shirley to basically have her way with her. But as we do see, Shirley and Buchanan seem to look like they'll go at it with this last minute 15 left in play.
A full court man press, turnover Bears, it's Huskies basketball. And that last minute defensive change from Schote, as we've seen all night, is working miracles.
Big reaction there from Steers. She can't let that get to her head. Next play, on to the next.
They give it to Shelby. She's been all over the scorebook. A pick from Buchanan. They give it to her in the paint. Misses the layup. You have to make that.
Yeah, as a senior who's 6'1", taller than most girls, you got to just go up confident with that and trust that it goes in.
Good hands from Vanessa. Timeout. Coach Alexander, it'll be a full. We'll see if maybe they decide to try and hold it for the last minute 40. You're up 4. I see no reason with no shot clock why you wouldn't do that.
Like we've said all game, I think that's exactly what you have to do. There's no shot clock in Indiana basketball. You have to keep the ball in your hands as long as you possibly can. You don't want the ball in Buchanan's hands, who can turn it on at any point. I know we haven't seen her do as well as she should tonight, but who's to say she can't turn it on this last minute 40?
And this is a situation that you might see a little handoff action up top, keeping it away from the defense.
I'd look out for Jalen Shelby as well here if North can get the ball back on offense. I don't know why you would look away from the hot hand as well.
She has been very good with that jump stop and jump shot in the paint.
30 and 23 are who you're going to want to look for to get the ball in their hands if you're the North Huskies. We'll see what Central drew up here out of the break.
The crowd is giddy on both ends. 45-41, a minute 40 left in this ball game. Mimi White will handle it in the backcourt.
Evie Sal has 4 fouls. You got to remember that. She cannot be the one to foul here if you need it.
Buchanan playing tightly on Shirley. Trying to create a turnover.
North's got to do something. They're wasting a lot of clock here. Get in their face. A double
going
team
for a
up.
double. Oh, that could have been a dangerous pass. And they're going to call a foul on Jalen Shelby. I believe that's her 4th. And now I believe a double bonus, so there will be 2 shots for Maya Skelton.
That is Shelby's 4th. You got to be cautious.
First free throw is up and good.
Especially on this offensive possession. The way she's been driving in there, if you're Central, you look to get a charge. Get her out of this game.
46-41. It'll stay that way. Shelby taking the ball up. She has been an offensive weapon. Gets the pick. Sale now. They need to get something quickly. Inside to Vanessa. Reverse lay. Up and good. 4-point game. No, 3-point game. I'm sorry. 43 seconds and counting.
You got to play that better, I think, personally, if you're Shirley.
Mimi White will hold it. Under 30, they're going to foul.
Yeah.
That's Buchanan's fourth.
That clock was ticking. And I'm a little concerned. North seemed to not get in Central's face. Well, that was valuable seconds ticking away there that you could have used to possibly get a turnover instead of putting them back on the line.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. The way Skelton's been shooting tonight, she hasn't been great. Maybe you wait for her to touch the ball and then you foul her, and maybe that gives you the best chance of getting a rebound.
That too. We'll see.
We'll see if it works out in their favor. It does not. She makes the shot. 4-point game.
Wet like water.
Can she make the second one and pretty much put it away? Libby Blythe down in the corner.
She's made 2 threes
Second
tonight.
one, back iron. Shelby taking it up. She has to hustle.
Got to look for a 3 here.
Loses the ball. Loose ball. The three-pointer. No good.
Rebound.
Back out to Blythe. Step back 3. In and out. Another offensive board.
Alive.
It'll go Central's way over the back foul.
Pandemonium in this place right now. The Bear Den is going nuts.
What a game. What a moment. As the Central student section chanting out overrated to the side of the North Huskies. It'll be Avery Kelly at the line.
Really puts it away here. If she can make one of these.
Misses the first one. 10.3 on the clock. Checking in for the Huskies, number 14, Leia Butler, the 5'9 senior, for the first time tonight. That is because Jalen Shelby has fouled out of the game. Makes the second one. It's looking out of reach right now.
Great night from Shelby, though. You cannot be upset with that. Fouling out of the game there.
Vanessa up, blocked by Shirley. 2-1, and the buzzer sounds. Oh, how sweet this must be. The student section storms the court, and the Central Lady Bears have overcome the Lady Huskies of Evansville North.
I'm gonna need to put my raincoat on here, Riley.
Oh, how
sweet. Because there is a storm out on that court right now.
Oh, how sweet victory is. Waving goodbye is the Central side to the North Huskies. A rivalry game is exactly what we expected. A tight battle, physical.
Couldn't ask for much more. You love to see it. Central student section making a tunnel for their winners, the Lady Bears, tonight.
David Alexander has to be happy. You know, that's one of those games where you compare it to a heavyweight boxing fight. Back and forth. One fighter down in the first half. The other fighter up on his luck. And the Bears storming back.
You got John Denver playing West Virginia. I mean, one of my personal favorite party anthems after a win. This is amazing, Riley.
48-43 the final. As you said earlier, pandemonium here in the Bear Den. That'll do it for me and Ian Lewis. Again, I'm Riley Angel alongside Ian Lewis. We would like to thank all our partners, the EVSC, Central High School, Southern Indiana Career and Technical Center, and Ivy Tech Community College. A great battle, a great game, and a great production from all of our crew. That'll do it from Riley Angel and Ian Lewis.